Hey guys, and welcome to the first cast of the second season of the Unification Global League. This is a tournament set up by Odorless and Old Klempe. We have seen, or you may have seen, the coverage of the UGL Season 1. I have the full coverage of the first season as a playlist, so if you want to get an update there, please look through my playlist. About the Season 2, there have been some adjustments to the rules. It is now only 4 factions banned, and full other factions are allowed. The factions banned are Soulstorm, Firstborn, Legion of the Damned, 13th Company, and World Eaters. Some might argue that, for example, Fata Enclave should be on there, and that, let's say, Soulstorm, Firstborn, or 13th Company should not be on there. That's, personal preference, but that's how the tournament organizer has decided it to be. And also the draft is a little more not forgiving, interesting, that if you play a best of 3, for example, you pick 4 factions, so you even for the last game you have the ability to choose from 2, so it's not an auto setup in the factions, which I like. I show you here the full bracket. It looks pretty full, but that is how it is. There are no group stages this time. It is a double elimination tournament, so you have the winners round at the top and the losers round at the bottom. You will notice that there's already one draft, one direct win for Conrad, because it was only 23 people signing up, not 24, so there are some automatically wins. Congrats to him. But we will start with the coverage of the round 1 in the winners bracket, and this will be in the first one KlarinoGabros97 and Mella. Mella I know, but KlarinoGabros97 I do not know. I can estimate his age, however. Okay, and here's the draft. You see that you pick actually 4 factions. I think the guest still starts, but we see the bands already. There's Raven Guard and Praetorian Guard band, both of which are considered very strong. Farside Enclave as the first band from Clarino. We will probably see a hell of a lot of Farside Enclaves bands, and also Salamanders. Mella then picked Tau Empire, which is I think his main faction, Thousand Suns, Chaos Marines, and Space Marines. I find it interesting that he chose, for example, Space Marines over Emperor Surgeons, because I know that he plays Emperor Surgeon also pretty well. But okay, and Mr. KlarinoGabros97, also called here Oidis the Red, picked Eldar, Dark Eldar, Imperial Guard, and Dark Angel. So interesting there, picking some pointy ears, and also Dark Angels are also pretty fast on their feet, and then Imperial Guard. The first map in round 1 is predetermined to be short below 0, so the map pool also has been adjusted to have 2 non-standard maps, and that is short below 0 and Imperial City, and the rest is all, like Fata, Morga, Meeting of Minds, Deadly Fun Archaeology, all the good stuff. So we will jump now in the first game of the 2, which will be on short below 0. And here we are on the first map, short below 0, on the left side. KlarinoGabros97 playing Eldar. On the right side, playing Chaos Space Marines, we have Porotin, or also Mella. Mella opens with 1 cultist, second builder, and he should add another cultist, at least 1. There you go. He wants to have his Chaos Temple, so maybe we see some Raptors. No, these guys. Okay, you need to do this over here. On the other side, KlarinoGabros opens with an aspect portal, a generator, and 2 guardians, and then hopefully fleet of foot. About the map, you see here you have your own base area over here, which is there are 2 little rivers here, you could call it, with negative cover. You have some positive covers on your side, and then you have on the other side also this little island with a critical location and another point. The relics are in the middle, as well as another critical location in this wide open middle area, with also some negative and positive cover. Quite interesting map. Jump troops can be really nice in these areas, but you also can make a classic containment over here, where you get the relic in the middle part, and even a containment over here. So you can contain your opponent, but it's very far apart, so you can only contain at one side. We see now some Rangers, and now Banshees also seems to be at it, but then he does not have the resources. Okay, he does. Okay, interesting. On the other side, we see the Chaos Lord. Only 2 cultists in the Chaos Lord is something I see a hell of a lot often, but look at the resources. This is not an optimal opener. You want to have at least, I don't know, a second generator for a fast tier 2 or some Chaos Space Marines on the way, or Raptors, anything, because these resources are not being used. If you have this resource, then please upgrade this listening post. So this is an greedy economy build up, because if you do not use it, then this is wasted. On the other side, the resources are used very well. Some infiltration as well. Fleet of Foot is a little late. Should be almost done here. But we have now some Howling Banshees, which I'm not sure how effective they are in tier 1. Some Rangers, Guardians are being attacked by cultists, and the cultists will kill those guys at some point. Chaos Lord also joins in the fray to kill them, and they can immediately decap it if there's Mella is fast enough. He should decap this, he should not follow those guys. He should decap this 100% of the time. Yeah, getting his own points. This point is also built up, so we have 50-10 against 62-10, so not a big difference in economy yet. But yeah, let's see. Howling Banshees coming in. And yeah, the cultists will run away. The morale is broken, most likely because of the Rangers. They decapped this, so that's good. So he needs to get his points up. He can even challenge this point. This is a point of contestment, as is this. But this is something about the map, that you have these more or less shared points in the top and the bottom, and depending on how you decide to put your units and your cappers out, it can make a big difference. So factions with some sturdy cappers that win against other capping units have advantage on this map, because your main force will most likely not be able to juggle around these posts. Resource wise, he should add another generator. Upgrading this point I find good, but then he needs to with this one, for example, he needs to get a generator and then come back to build up here, because yeah, you want to get tier 2 at some point. Tier 2 for Chaos Space Marines is more expensive on the power side, so you can get tier 2 with 1 generator if you really want to. I dislike this late Chaos Space Marines. He could have gotten this Chaos Space Marines about, I don't know, 2 minutes ago, and would have been more effective. He now needs to use the ability of the Chaos Lord to detect these guys. There you go, and now you can shoot and attack those guys to death. And yeah, they even go into melee combat for a bit, which they doesn't really like to do so. Adding also a lot of boulder shots to the face. And now adding a second generator, which is nice, at getting the points up, getting this point built up. So yeah, players knowing their basics. Even now using the Banshees to cap this critical. Not sure about that, to be honest, but yeah, he's keeping the enemy busy with his Rangers for now. So might as well get a critical location, get a critical location counter. What they have not enabled, which is normally in the tournament rules, is this control area. So there is a referee not being paying much attention. Control area normally is not a big thing, but there are maps like Tranquilities and, for example, which the counter can be enabled rather easily if you have some map control. So always make sure this is enabled. This support platform is a waste of resources. The position is bad, and in general support platforms are not something Elder wants to build. If anything, I would like the tier, so it attacks this listening post or behind the listening post, because it has a range that is greater than the listening post over here, and it has less HP. It only has 800 kind of, and this has 2000. So if you build turrets, build them next or behind your listening post, or if you build them in open ground, build it that they can actually attack something. So this delays his tier 2 by quite a bit. If you do not spend this 40 resources, he would have been almost in tier 2 territory for now. Now Banshees coming in, they do not want to fight here. Yes, the Rangers can try to snipe the morale of these Chaos Space Marines, but Chaos Lord, I think, will gladly fight these Banshees every day of the week. The Chaos Space Marines even going now into melee, they can kind of hold their own into melee. Is this a second Banshee squad? This is. And oh, Mella is already tier 2. You can see it on the saucer. Adding a lot of generators, so he wants to get some vehicles out, I think. There you go, machine pit, and you can get against this composition the Vindicator, for example, and he can use Doom Bolts, for example. Against this juicy blob of ladies, he can choose Doom Bolts if he hasn't already. Very, very good. Chaos Lord is also here, question mark. There he comes. And some Chaos Specimen. So yeah, the Banshees in general, I think is not the best option. Yes, they do some damage against this Chaos Lord, but once he does his 360 attack over here, they are not being used very well here. Also, yeah, you can fight here, but there's still the Chaos Lord, and the Chaos Lord will kill so many of these ladies. Yeah, it's not funny. Now he has the machine pit available. He should add more generators, or even get tier 3. I don't know. Use his resources. He has the resource advantage, not in income by much, but in effectiveness. He has these commanders which do not bleed models and killing a lot of models, and other than that he has one Space Marine squad and some cultists. So yeah, he's getting vehicle cap increase and the Vindicator, getting the, very nice. He gets the generator upgrade as well as the, I thought he get more generators also. This is not nice. You want to have at least 5 generators before you consider the generator upgrade, before it is not worth it. These guys can soonish add heavy bolters. I think that's the idea behind the armory. Getting the Aspiring Champions, Kill the Weak and heavy bolters. And you could also add a Rhino, for example. A Rhino would help them quite a lot. Vindicator is out now. I think some Defilers behind it, maybe, or Hell Talon. Yeah, economy-wise, I think the elder player KlarinoGabros is still ahead, but he's not fighting cost effectively. It's just the opposite basically. And now the first Vindicator shot comes in. There will be a next shot coming in as well. Now the power grid is online. What does he go for? Nothing yet. So still not using his resources. He could punch through a bit. There's still no tier 2. Tier 2 is now just getting started. Oh no, not just getting started. Almost there, but only with one builder. So this is also a mistake. You want to have your tech building always built by 2 builders. So now what is he getting? He's getting a Predator, interestingly enough, and some Raptors, which I do not like. Tier 2 Raptors I do not think is a viable option. If you want to have melee units in tier 2, you might as well get Berserkers. So he outranges now this turret. There you go. Plasma pistols are done, which is nice. No heavy bolters yet. You would need to kill the Purge the Weak. Predator I like. Predator scales well if you keep it around and give it a mark later on, specialization. You can get in tier 2 the Sonic, the Slaneshi mark basically, which the noise stuff, or this Infernus Blighter, which is your anti-infantry Nurgle kind of stuff, getting a Blight Belcher Stuffy on top and some flamers at the side. Actually some, what is this, assault cannons? But yeah, his main weapon is this, this infestation thingy on top. He will get this listening post, but he could have been more aggressive, I think. Yeah, but it's hard sometimes to understand your positioning. Does he go for the targeters? Not yet. You want to have your upgrades here, and if you have these Banshees, you want to have this Banshee shout upgrade, which enables these ladies hell of a lot in terms of effectiveness. This is something you really want to get, because then they get really strong. We get Yolanda here. Yolanda, the Storm Princess. There you go. Grenades, but a lot of nothing for now. Just standing here. I think he could have attacked, especially with these Chaos Predator. He needs the Chaos Pit, this Demon Pit, to get the ladies out. The what I called again, Sisters of Slaughter. We have a Wraith Knight over here, very flawed, not Wraith Knight, and nothing anti-vehicle here. So you would need, for example, a Hell Talon. Hell Talon would be really good here. Or even some... Oh my god, there you go. These ladies. And there's Yolanda also kicking and slicing. So there's some knockback going on from the Banshee Exarch over here. But a lot of damage done to the Wraith Lord over here. Not sure where this comes from. Probably from this Blighter after all. A lot of AoE from the Vindicator as well. And Chaos Marines still holding strong. The Fire Dragons over here come way too late. They were just sitting at the side. They need to stop using Fleet of Foot as well. And yeah, he's forcing Mella back a bit, but he still stands very strong. More and more stuff getting killed over here. Now the Raptors come in. Questionable Raptors, I call them. They can fight in melee against these ladies, but as I said, some Berserkers would have been better. Tier 3, however, is soon to be finished, and then he can get all the Tier 3 nonsense that Chaos Marines like to have. You can have Chosen, you can have Terminators, you can have Obliterators, Mutilators. What did I forget? Possessed. So there's a lot of infantry kind of stuff you can get. Vehicle-wise, this big demon engine there you can also get. So yeah, a lot of options for Chaos. There you have now the Demon Pit, Sacrificial Circle. You need the Demon Pit actually, like the Tier 3 magics. Now adding Chaos, he directly goes into Tier 4. Now having the Ironcast Iconoclast Salad can add, yeah, Sister of Slaughter on the way. So I think he can just push this now to victory. Not sure what is being added here. A Falcon Craft Tank, which will not save him. We now have the Icon Bearer of Slanesh, so I need to remember what it does. Nearby enemies attack and discharge other weapons less frequent. Okay. There's a small chance holding temporary combat temporary remaining and extra. Okay, they can. It basically makes units around not fire as much or fire at all, which is nice. So you want to add them if possible to the Sister of Slaughter. I don't think you can. But there's GG's called. And yeah, this is pretty pretty one-sided from the start. Mella used his resources better in the sense that he made the right choices in terms of units. Not that Rangers are bad in Tier 1, they're actually quite good. What you want, however, is not Banshees. You want to have either Dark Reapers or make a quick way to Tier 2, but Dark Reapers in general is the way to go. I have only ever once seen a game where Tier 1 Banshees win, and then in Tier 2 he did not go for the, or at least I didn't see, maybe he did go for the Elder, for the Banshee upgrade. It only costs, is called the Shout thingy, but it enables these Banshees in many ways, in HP, speed, damage, all the good stuff. So yeah, okay, this is the first game, so Mella goes in the lead with 1-0, and let's see what map Clarino picks for the next match. The second match brings us to Fata Morga. On the northern side, playing 1000 Suns, we have Mella. On the southern side, playing Dark Elder, we have KlarinoGabros. KlarinoGabros goes for a Hellion opener, I guess. Hopefully not getting another generator here, because this would be foolish. He could also go for Reaver jet bikes. But in general you go for Dark Foundry and Hellions, and then you add the the Homunculus Lab to then get the Reaver jet bikes. On the other side we have a classic Rubric opener with one generator and all three, I hope, yes, all three Thralled Wizards into the Sorcerer Lord. Then you add, okay, this I do not like. I want to get this point with these guys. No need to get this point this early, to be honest. Okay, and then you add one Rubric Marine and immediately get the Dark Library out. So we will see now what he goes for. Some people skip the Hellion, which is a bad move in my book. Yes, he goes for the Hellion and now needs to, if he goes for Dark Reaver Jetbikes, needs to get the Incubus, the Homunculus Lab. Or you could go for two Hellions, that is also a valid option. So we now have the first Rubik Marine on the field. You have enough resources to get the Dark Library started, which you should, in my opinion. For example, over here is a prime position, because it then can also tank a bit the damage if there's gonna be an attack. So Mella would make me very proud if he would put a Dark Library out now. And for now we have the first Hellion out. Will there be a second one? That's the big question. One Hellion normally doesn't do much. So you either want 2 Hellions or Homunculus Lab. Yeah, nothing yet so far. Sad. What we do have is the Rubik Marines and the Summoner specialization, which is a good thing. And if you do not get for Dark Library, you may as well get a second Rubik Marine squad. Upgrading his point this early is an interesting decision. It will help this point, but not the others. But as the opponent also doesn't go for more than one squad, this is gonna be a very slow game so far. Even using the summon against these guys, which is a little overkill, to be honest. Yes, they can jump and stuff, but they're only Hellions. You can do some stuff, but you also can kind of ignore them for a bit. And this would be the point where a second Rubik Marine squad would be very handy, because these guys could be over here, so you can play cat and mouse with these a little earlier, easier. About Clarino, I do not like this very late Homunculus Lab. Or the Reaver jet bikes is all about getting them out as early as possible before the opponent can get something to counter those. So getting this late Homunculus Lab, second generator, yeah, very late Reaver jet bikes probably. Yeah, very late. Normally you start them a minute earlier at least. So yeah, this Lesser Sinspawn even can spew some fire, which I didn't know. I like that he kept his Rubik Marines at the bottom, so if these guys decide to jump, he immediately has someone to shoot, which I like. The Thrall Wizards should be able to capture actually the whole map. Not sure why they died against the Mantrix over here probably. Yeah, and now standing in this listening post, yes, you may deal some damage, but in general the listening posts 4000 suns are a little mean. Okay, no attack in the air. Now there's the first Reaver jet bike. There's gonna be the second over here. The first one isn't scary. The second and the third one is when it becomes scary. But did he stop at 2? There's a third one now. Poison Blades is nice-ish, but not necessarily needed for now. Yeah, and then you want to have you see 2 you can deal with, especially with those guys. Now the Hellion coming in, which I like, and even now this is nice, the demonic entity, this little demon, turret demon you could think of. Mella needs to use these guys to attack as well, and yeah, needs to go a little back to fight in his listening post over here. The fight in this position does not help him, because he has less units shooting, you know. The better is in the Silver Spire. In general, you cannot kill, I think, Reaver jetbikes in open ground in tier 1. You want to turtle up a bit and get tier 2, where you can get anti-vehicle, which makes short process of these Reaver jetbikes. You see, even sustained bolter fire will take them down, but as I said, tier 2, okay, tier 2 is on the way, which is nice. How is tier 2? Tier 2 is not yet done for Clarino. Clarino getting some listening post upgrades. So yeah, another Hellion squad, or the first Hellion squad, still taking those guys. Rubik Marines for now do not know where they want to go, and he has 6 Reaver jetbikes getting repaired, and he can then in tier 2 get also the upgrades on them. He's on the way to tier 2, getting some souls. At least he could collect them. Upgrading his listening post, economy 98 and 30 against 98 and 36. Getting now the Dark Library, a little late. Do not like this. Dark Library would have been useful a hell of a lot earlier, when you could already get the first Rubik Marine upgrades and first Source Lord upgrades. So very late on this part. Now repairing this also costs some resources. But yeah, there comes the Reaver jet bikes. They do not have the upgrade yet. S tier 2 is not finished. But there are 6. So they can in theory kill this Thrall Wizard. Not sure if they can kill a listening post. But in general they are way more... I think they could actually kill the listening post. But they could also go for generators or this listening post. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, the mobility game against Rubik Marines is a good decision, I think, in general. And once tier 2 is finished, I think they get really good Archon retinue research. But he does not even have a Hall of Blood, so not sure what this is all about. You want to add a Hall of Blood if you want to have the Archon, of course. Occult Forge is done or on the way, so we could see some Hellblades or Hellblades, yes. What does he go for? Demonic Corruption Research, making his Mandrakes better, which he has 1 squad of. So the upgrade usage here is a little weird. You want to have the upgrades for your Reaver jetbikes, like the Targeters or the Night Shields. Both would make these Reaver jetbikes a hell of a lot more powerful. But for now, these upgrades he gets are all over the place. Not really helping him at all. Mella, on the other hand, is also not doing a hell of a lot. He waits for his vehicle forge. He could he go aggressive? Probably not. But he goes for Siege Cultists to challenge the capping over here. Now getting the runic armor. As I said, all a little late in the sense that the Dark Library is very late. And we see a Rhino now. So he goes for these Rubik Marines in a Rhino. Okay, they also have the Warp Bolt ammunition, which is good against vehicles. But we do not have any vehicles. Okay, he has now added them, or I didn't see them. The Mandrakes, getting now the Rex, which is nice because these Rex also get the poison plates. What he needs, however, is the Wraith Bone armor, what is called, increasing the armor of his units. As well as I said, the Targeters aren't very expensive and could have been used. You also can get the infiltration on these Mandrakes, but this would normally not be a big of a deal against Thousand Suns, as these guys can detect very well. Really puzzled by these upgrades. He's not getting the Archon, is he? Now he's getting the Archon very late. Mandrakes, Rex, Archon and Reaver Jetbike. That's a unit composition I haven't seen so far. Has a lot of souls, however. So could use some soul abilities like, what is it called? Corrosion. Corrosion is Cloud or something. Decreasing the armor and increases damage taken. Another Rhino. He didn't even use the first Rhino very well, I think so. Hellblade would have been better, I think. Especially against this mainly melee thingy of Clarino. Clarino adding now a Raider for no apparent reason, adding the Witch Cult Arena, so he wants to get tier 3 as well, it looks like, or adding some witches. Archon is now out, wants to get his retinue, wants to get more upgrades, the second retinue upgrades and power blade, so he can and should attack at some point. For now, these guys are just sitting here doing nothing. Come on, guys! Do something! And the Raider comes in. Does he want to put units in the Raider? Hopefully not. There you go. And the Raider does make double no sense. It does not deal any good damage against vehicles with this dark lens it has. And the morale jump magics does not work against Rubik Marines because they do not have any morale. So this is sketchy, to say the least. Yeah, these jetbikes are now here, and there's the Archon fighting in. The Archon is pretty strong with all the upgrades here. The Rex now coming in. The Rex are pretty good pound for pound. The Mandrakes also dealing good damage with their poison and stuff. The Raider are just sitting there and doing some minor damage as well. Targeters now finished after he lost all his Reaver jetbikes. Ah no, did he lose them? No, they're in the base now. They can, I think, challenge those guys now with the Targeters. Night Shields would have been even better, so they have more HP. Winning this fight in the middle is Clarino for now, because he has a lot of melee stuff that can kill this range stuff. The turret is fighting in. There's even now a Venom being added. There's the Hellions being used again. There's 3 Reaver jetbikes, all very low, still surviving, so they can killed his listening post over here. If Mella would have paid attention, he could have killed at least 2 of these with the listening post over here. But yeah, it's hard to pay attention on all fronts. And now I think the Venom with the heat lance will seal the deal. You could also get another Venom, and he does go so. And then also the Night Shields. All very late on the upgrades, but the upgrades finally are useful now. A Raider here, which I still think is a weird decision, but yeah, there's nothing really holding him back now. There's one Rhino with some units maybe. The Hellions did jump out. They cannot jump back in and decap over there. So yeah, this will short or less in short amount will make the economy of Mella very low. So I think this turns more and more against Clarino's favor, in Clarino's favor, not against. This turn against Clarino's favor. There's the corrosive cloud being used, decreasing, as I said, the armor and increases the damage taken, so makes the units double weak in a sense. And there's a lot of incubi and mandrakes here as well. Mandrakes fighting the sorcerer here, a mutated sorcerer that is. Look at him go, being mutated but still poisoned. So yeah, now the second Venom is, and I think there's tier 3 for Mella, but he's actually getting a Pharaoh's Infernum Dreadnought, which is nothing you want to have in tier 3. Also Hellblade is nothing you want in tier 3, you want a Predator. I mean, if you are tier 3, get a Predator, get the Chosen out, stuff like that. Terminators even, but for those you need the Altar of Siege. You could also get the little guys over here, I think the kinda, what are they called again? The possessed equivalent of those guys. Yeah, but for now he has a hell of a lot of units in his base that he cannot get rid of. There's still the Hellblade, but Hellblade will be killed by the heat lances here, it seems. Yeah, there's even now some Scorch Squad over here. He could jump over in, and really nice wings, I have to say, on these models. I'm a sucker for wings, I know. The Hellion's still alive, very useful with poison blades. I never saw him get actually the armor upgrades on his units. Hopefully he does. Leader health, because why not? Could add some witches. Could even add a homunculus. Or get just tier 3. All the good stuff. Getting now the Stinger research, Crucible of Malediction and Soul research. So he wants to add a homunculus, but he is not for now. So just clicking random researches, I guess. But the Mella is not leaving here. Oh, there's a bug in the replay. Now he's defeated. So yeah, it is now 1-1. And the final map decided. The map is decided by Mella, and the remaining factions is Tau Empire and Space Marines for Mella. So one of these we will see. And for Clarino here we have Imperial Guard or Dark Angels. Let's see what will be the final matchup and map. And the final map in this best of 3 brings us to Meeting of Minds. Of the left side, and on the left side playing Tau Empire, it is Mella. On the right side, playing Imperial Guard, it is KlarinoGabros. KlarinoGabros opens for a infantry command in the generator, 2 guardsmen and a second tech priest. The infantry command is badly placed. You wanted to have it either here or here, preferably this spot. Generator is okay in the back of the base. And you want on this map also a squad of conscripts to help you with the capping duty. On the other side, Mella goes for the barracks opener, generator, and only 2 stealth suits. On this map you want to have 3, but he goes for fire team, so he can cap the back points with the fire team. So this kind of how should I say, makes up for it, for only having 2 of these stealth suits. Also you want to move one guy over as soon as possible to build these points up. You can even add a second fire warrior squad if you so desire. Wouldn't hurt, to be honest. The other side, getting his points up, having now the command squad. Also wanting, if you only go for 2 guardsmen, you want to have a commissar now at 1 squad, helping it out a bit. But yeah, as these guys only go for a handful of squad, this will be again a very slow game. As I said, I would like to have another fire warrior squad, or even the Tau commander. The Tau commander you get actually from the base now, from the HQ. There you go. As I said, very nice, very nice. Tau commander is a good option. Now you want to move this guy over here and this guy over there and build up the points. There you go, there you go. And the fire warriors should not get out of the map. They should not get out on the map. I repeat, they should not get out on the map. There's nothing they can do. Even guardsmen could run into melee and attack those guys. There's nothing they can do. Especially if the command squad sniffs them out, they just run at them and kill models. Very expensive models with 670 requisition a piece. You want to have these guys in defensive positions. Over here, or in between these listening posts. There's no reason why you ever want to go with fire warriors out this early. Generally, I would not recommend being aggressive with fire warriors in tier 1 at all. If you want to be aggressive, you want to have at least 3 or 4 of those guys in tandem. There's another fire warrior squad which is very good, but yeah, this move was not good. Having your command squad active over here helps you in the sense that you can cap your points very easy. This heavy bolter turret is not needed as you play against Tau. Tau will not be aggressive early on, and even if you put in a turret over here, it will not be able to help you against fire warriors. It will help you against, let's say, Crude or Vespids, but as you have seen the Tau barracks, there's no possibility of Vespids or Crude that early in the game. So yeah, this turret is a waste of resources, which will delay his tier 2 by quite a bit. If he adds 2 more generators and or deletes this, then he can go tier 2 in good time. Fire is now being out of the map. As I said, I very much dislike this move. Any decent player will make you pay for it. The command squad needs to run at these guys and kill them right now. He do not run away. These are tier 1 unupgraded fire warriors, not reinforced. You can even fight those in range. Bad moves being not punished is something I do not I really do not like to see, because then this player think this is a good move, and it's absolutely not. This is such a bad move. I cannot even tell you how bad it is. Yeah, now get these Imperial Guard, get the command squad over here, get another command Imperial Guard, get one of these squads into melee with this firewall, or even just the command squad, why not, and just move in and kill those guys. There's like the saying, if the enemy is doing something weird, just fucking kill them. And this is something weird being done by Mella over here. So yeah, he's now using the trap is okay. But yeah, I would like to see the Commissar detached and run into melee, for example. This would be a good option. Those guys staying here is okay-ish. Using the target acquired, using the sappy bits on the Tau Commander. And yeah, I would really like to dispatch those guys and run into melee with one of those. And do not run away, come on. These are just fire warriors in tier 1. Fire warriors in tier 1 are too expensive to maintain. Every guardsman you lose is only 20 requisition. Every fire warrior you kill is 70. So you can lose 3.5 guardsmen for every fire warrior you take out. So yeah, there's that. Tier 2 is not on the way yet for Mella. He has enough resources for it, so he should start it ASAP. Getting another builder maybe out. For now he has 2 fire warriors here. Yeah, we stick with this side so we can actually see the infiltrated stuff. Clarino needs to repair this. Use his tech priest either on the tunnel network or just repair it the old-fashioned way by walking. And these Imperial Guardsmen, not sure what they want to achieve on the back. They will not outrange fire warriors without grenade launchers, so letting them funnel in this little thing over here is actually playing very much into Tau's favor. Also getting the command squad in on its own. So yeah, losing a model, losing another model. Now comes the guardsman, delayed, only 1 squad. You have 3. You have 3 guardsmen, which is nice, but they are just not not very good play from guardsmen over here. I'm not liking it hell of a lot. Path of Enlightenment tier 2 is on the way. I like that he adds the Pathfinders, however. They give you very good vision and detection. Detection is nothing you would need but vision, and as soon as you hit tier 2 you can then use the mark ability to mark some enemy squads. Listening post is getting repaired. Tier 2 is on the way. Resource wise he's not looking very good, as he's reinforcing those guys, or what is he going for? Yeah, reinforcing and repairing. And yeah, upgrading listening posts is a good option. He may also want to upgrade more listening posts. The tactical control, so he wants to go for upgraded guardsmen. Okay. I think heavy stoppers and stuff could seal the deal. Heavy stoppers and long less, for example, could, if you want to go in a range fight with Tau. I'm not sure if you do want to. The 2 is not done. Advanced pulse rifle is on the way. Fire warrior preachers, okay. And I hope you could go for like this Pathfinder chassis or one of these drones. Adding now some fire warrior chassis, which I like. I would even like to have 2 of those in each squad, increasing your damage quite a bit. Yeah, advanced pulse rifle is now done as well, so your range and damage of these is even more. The Pathfinders, I think, would need to go a little to the front so you can actually see a bit more. But this position for now looks very potent for the Empire. If Mella can, yeah, get even more an advantageous position, he could double down on it. Yeah, for now, Imperial Guard has a lot of power, but nothing to use it on really. Getting now grenade launchers in tier 2 is nothing I like to see. And this looks like a death push. There's nothing substantial on Imperial Guard's side. Yes, the command sword comes in, but yeah, there's a whole blob of fire warriors. I think, yeah, 2 squads of fire warriors. The Pathfinders over here, the Pathfinders, as I said, could make use of the Pathfinder chassis or just, yeah, in general, yeah, being useful in the sense that they can detect. And yeah, these stealth suits trying to decap on their own, which is not very useful. Now the vehicle beacon, so I really would have liked, okay, now adding some piranha skimmers, which is nice, those guys. And you could also add in devilfishes. If you have devilfishes and there's no anti-vehicle out yet, they can be very handy. What does he go for? Devilfish troop carriers. Yes! Mella understands it. Devilfish troop carriers are pound for pound a very good unit. The piranhas can be a little dicey in the sense that they die very easily, but still. I would have liked to see a stealth suit over here, and what I also would have liked to see, if you map control, make use of this little thing over here, the slag deposit. Build a big generator over here, or even if you can get away with it, get 2. You get so much resources from it that the opponent probably cannot deal with it. This would help to fund some, what they call again, these flyer guys that everybody likes so much. You know what I mean. But for now we have piranhas and devilfishes, and both of which can be very effective. They have a fusion blaster. You see those guys not jumping in, the devilfish troop guys. You see the damage surmounting over here. When you just sit here, you can, there we go. Haha, he hears what I say. There's the thermoplasma generator, very nice. And the thermoplasma generator helps to fund your tier 2 or the, what are they called again? The flyer dudes. Man, missing words here. Too much factions with too many words, I tell you. But yeah, it looks very promising. Does he have 2 chassis? Only 1 for now. You can get 2, and I would really love to. He's now getting the craft inhibitor drones. Affects the troops that try to flank and engage that wave slows down the advance. Oh wow, this makes the, if you put them in front, slows the enemy. I like that. Upgrading listening posts. What does he go for now? He has used his resources for something. Upgrading more listening posts, I guess. Why not? If you're ahead, get more ahead. We have no sentinels with autocannons. They also could get plasma cannons. This is not an able question. There's something with these plasma thingies. There's now, yeah, the autocannons enabled, but the autocannons, yeah, they make short work of these piranhas, but there's also these stealth suits and the devilfishes. Sentinels do not detect unless you're Steel Legion. The piranha coming in over here. Are there some Earth Scouts builders repairing? This would be a very nice. There's one! Nice! I really like now the execution. Now getting in with the devilfish troop carrier. I think 2 more. Yes, 1, 2 preachers. Fire warrior and preachers. Preachers could just go in. More and more upgrades. He has so much resources. Get the tier 3 building. Come on. Carry on. Or Mount Car. It doesn't really matter. You're ahead. You have 114, 119 against 104 and 53. I do not think there's a mathematical way for Clarino to make this, and he calls GG. immediately leaving as well. So this now is a 2-1 for Mella. In general, I think the wins are deserved. Little hiccups in the builds of both players, basically. In general, Mella shows that he is a potent player. In general, has some issues with his macro for the most part, and sometimes units decision, but in general, yeah, I think well-deserved wins over Clarino. Yeah, so he advances to the round of 16 of the winners round, whereas Clarino goes to the losers round. So we will see him at least one more time. So you can lose one match and be still in the tournament, but if you lose your second match, you're out, basically. Alright guys, with this I finish up my first cast, and as usual guys, thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye!